is going on, guys? Grant State Squatch here with episode 5 of our second look. And today we have something that I had shown you guys a little while ago, but it was just kind of I think it was a short video. I had done an unboxing, and then for some reason or another, I don't know why, it got deleted or something, but I have kind of a backlog of reviews that I haven't dropped yet. So I've probably got content for like the next 2 years or something, all backlogged in my gallery. But this is one of the ones that I had done an unboxing of, did a full review of, never released it, only did a short video of it. And so I really want to show you guys today. So this is a cap from Capello. This is called the Rustico. And we'll do a close-up shot of this, but the fabric and the colors are nearly identical to the Rusty pub cap that I have from Hologram Paris. So I don't know if the same Italian makers that have made that one made this, because we do know that the owners of Capello do outsource their manufacturing to Italy. So it is very, very possible that they may have used the same manufacturer. I know that Capello, they do, the father and son, they do design their own hats for their particular company, which is exactly this, the Olamachi & Co. That is their brand. They own Capello Fashion, which is encompasses a lot of different things, not just hats. But this is their specific hat line, the Olamachi & Co. This is a 100% pure linen cap. I believe the liner is, let's see here, cotton, per usual. The liner is cotton. The shell is 100% pure linen. And the brim here, the trim of the brim is 100% genuine leather, and it is a very, very, very nice, soft, supple leather. It is very pleasing to touch. It's not like a hard leather. It's not a coarse leather. It is very nice and smooth, very reminiscent of like a suede, I guess. Very awesome. 8-panel cap. This definitely has a very, very serious Italian vibe going on with this oversized button on the top and this kind of going down a lot further for a nice deep fit. That's what you want really with a cap. You don't want something, like for me personally, I like something that's going to go over that little ridge in the back of my skull to really firmly keep it in place. And then of course here you have a nice little loop, and I believe that's a leather loop that you can use to just hook that, pop that loop on a hook somewhere to hang it up. And then you have the Olamachi bag there, and we're going to take another close look at this so you can actually see sort of those black streaks that are in the red or the rusty colored linen. Very beautiful cap, very well designed, very beautifully made too. Let's pop it on. Yes, I mean, this is, when I look at this cap, now, first of all, this is a linen cap, 0 flop, 0. Look at that. I barely even lifted it up, didn't even need it. Holding the very tip of the brim, there is 0 flop. I feel like that guy on, the One Bite pizza reviews. Everybody knows the rules. No flop. It's got no flop. One cap. Everybody knows the rules. Dave Portnoy, believe it or not, grew up just maybe 2 towns away from me. And I believe he grew up in either Saugus or Swampscott, Mass. I'm not really sure which town, but I know both those towns are fairly close together, and they were only a couple towns away from me. Very cool cap. Very old-fashioned, very classic-looking cap, I would say. But let's take a better look. So in some light, it kind of looks orange, but I think that's just the way the light is hitting it. It's a rusty red, and as you can see here in those fibers, you can see that the black streaks in that red. I absolutely love the black stitching and the streaks that come down that really just make it look rustic. Probably, well, it's called the Rustico. And it has these, just these little imperfections of black. Just looks like, you've been working on your truck and you wiped your hands on your hat and you get a little bit of black streaks here. It looks really cool. Stitching is just perfect. I initially, when I was looking at this before, I looked at that. I thought it was light coming from under it, so I'm like, oh man, that's a loose button. But it's actually just a piece of metal under it, just securing that button on. That I'm not really fond of that, but that's just being nitpicky. I'm not, I'd rather this be flush up against the fabric and not have that shining and kind of taking away from the hat if it were to catch the light. And then this brim, genuine leather, very, very soft and supple. Very beautiful. You have this very nice and very, very, very comfortable liner. It's a bit of a thick liner. Looks very, very durable. I love this stitched in. Their stitched in name there, Olamachi. That is really, really cool. Love that a lot. And as you can see, you have the genuine leather here for the trim of the brim. Their name. See, 100% linen, 100% genuine leather. And then on the back here, lining, 100% cotton. And then here, pure linen. They really dotted their I's and crossed their T's with that one. And then you have this beautiful little badge with this little loop that I would say that's leather. It definitely feels like leather. So nice durable loop where you can hang your hat up. I like that. A lot of times I end up hanging the hat here, and then you end up with this little point, right? When you're hanging it up on a hook or a tack or something, and I don't like that. So I do like the idea of having a bit of a loop here, so it's not, you don't get that bend in the sweatband. Sweatband is very, very comfortable. It's very soft. Just really love that color. And, I've shown you guys the Rusty Pub hat. I've worn that quite a bit. It's one of my favorites. I wear that a lot during the summer. It's extremely light, and it goes with pretty much anything, and it looks great with my skin complexion, too. And it's almost identical to this. But it's a 6-panel pub cap instead of an 8-panel newsboy. Well, that brings us to the end of episode 5 with Cappello's Olamachi Rustico. This beautiful color, this beautiful classic look. Gorgeous 8-panel here. Very, very nice cap. I love it. Super, super comfortable. Very nice and lightweight. Perfect for the spring. Maybe not so much on like a really, really hot day in the summer because the liner is pretty thick, but 70s, low 80s, but not, I wouldn't wear it any further than that. I wouldn't wear it into the mid to high 80s or 90s. Be a little too hot. But fall, warm day in the fall, be a really nice cap to wear. But anyway, guys, off to episode 6. Stick around and watch. And stay squatchy.